We've put David Lee Roth through the vocal tuner test, so it's only fair that we put his almost bandmate and possible archenemy Sammy Hagar through it too. Next on Music Surgery with Dr. Bob. What version of Van Halen is best? What singer is best? Yeah, who cares, right? We all have our opinions and they're all valid. That being said, let's put Sammy's powerful pipes to the tuning test and see how his pitch was on this Van Hagar classic.
Okay, here we are. The first time we've heard Sammy Hagar with Van Halen. 5150, their first album with Sammy Hagar that was co-produced by Mick Jones of the band Foreigner. Later in Eddie's career, once they started to implement keyboards and things like that, he actually started to tune on a tuner to 440. Let me play you this track along with an electric piano that I played in that's in perfect intonation and 440, and you can see that this track is actually tuned to 440. And by the way, the quality of this track and vocal aren't great. It's extremely, extremely hard to find anything Sammy Hagar, stems, any kind of mixes. It's just hard to find. This is not great quality. It's pretty good, and it's definitely close enough to show tuning. Here we go.
Wow, here it comes. That funny feeling again. Winding me up inside every time we touch. Hey, now, tell me where to begin. 'Cause I never ever felt so much.
Now, let's listen to Sammy tuned up and listen to the difference.
Wow, here it comes. That funny feeling again. Winding me up inside every time we touch. Hey, now, tell me where to begin. 'Cause I never ever felt so much.
Pretty interesting. You can definitely hear how the tuning brings him in closer to a center of pitch. Now, as I've said before, it's really not proper to tune a vocal with reverb or delay. I mean, listen how much delay they use on this.
Oh, here it comes. That funny feeling again. Winding me.
So you can definitely hear lots of artifacts. But let's look at Sammy's untuned vocal. And if we were to tune him quickly, let's see how much the notes move if we put him in tuning mode. All right, a good bit. To my ear, Sammy, especially live, always pushed sharp a little bit when he was pitchy. I mean, he's pushing with a lot of air and he's having to sing a lot of high notes, so understandable. Nobody sings perfect live except Gino Vanelli. Look him up. Let's listen to the original again, and then we'll go to the tuned just to hear quickly the difference.
Wow, here it comes. That funny feeling again. Winding me up inside every time we touch. Hey, now, tell me where to begin. 'Cause I never ever felt so much.
Now the tuned.
Wow, here it comes. That funny feeling again. Winding me up inside every time we touch. Hey, now, tell me where to begin. 'Cause I never ever felt so much.
Killer groove. Great melody. Eddie's killing it as always. Funny how more younger people that I play this for, younger than me, gravitate towards the tuned one because that's what they're used to now. Guys like me who knew this song the first time it came out, in the day that it came out, I gravitate towards the original performance. Just something interesting. As trends progress, we all have different ideas of what sound good. I don't think Sammy sounds bad tuned up. But I like his original better. Let's go to verse 2. Here is Sam untuned.
I tell myself, hey, only fools rush in. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. All I know, you got to run to win. And I'll be damned if I'll get hung up on the line. Hey!
And verse 2 tuned.
I tell myself, hey, only fools rush in. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. All I know, you got to run to win. And I'll be damned if I get hung up on the line. Hey!
So definitely some artifacts from tuning with delay and reverb on. But again, it centers the pitch a little more, but maybe not quite as raw and rock and roll. An interesting characteristic of how rock used to be. A lot of rock now is tuned. As far as the track, definitely Eddie's tone had changed, and we hear Alex using Simmons drums even more. Definitely the Simmons kick. He used some of that on 1984. The record before this sounds like his same kind of old snare thunder bucket sound, but listen in the middle of this verse, you'll hear some Simmons toms. Interesting to hear the evolution of Van Halen, that there are now some more overdubs. They're using some more electronics in the Simmons drums. A new producer, co-producer came in. I think Don Landy, their engineer, still engineered this record. New singer with more of a higher melodic structure. Interesting to hear the differences between Sammy tuned and untuned. And still a great band. Different than Van Halen with Roth, but still catchy songs, great playing, great writing, great singing, great engineering, great mixing, great concerts, great t-shirts, great videos, the whole thing.
Well, as you can see, although Sammy's range and power are quite different than Roth's, he sang about the same as Roth as far as how close he was to perfect pitch. Although I thought this version of Van Halen with Sammy could actually sound better tuned, once again, the original pitch is just better and just more straight up rock and roll. Hey you guys, this is the part where we beg for money. Please put the right script up there, Sumner. This is not funny. Hey guys, please take time to subscribe and ring the bell below to notify you of new surgeries. Also take a look around in my store for some great cheap and free stuff. And one last thing, the Doctor's Lounge is open and in full swing. Come on, join us, get some amazing samples, stems, or one-on-one mix, production, or music advice. This is a really cool and super affordable thing, so check it out and see if it's for you. All the links are below in the description of this video. Thanks a lot. I'm starting to think that maybe these singers and producers and bands knew what they were doing long before auto-tune was invented. Anyway, that does it for another surgery. Thanks to everyone for watching, commenting, and liking the videos. I certainly appreciate the support. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you the next time the Doctor's in.